Some vehicles shine, others disturb reality. There are vehicles designed to sparkle in daylight. They flash chrome, they beg for attention, they impress quickly, and fade just as fast. And then there are entities that alter sound, stance, and temperature simply by existing. The 2026 Mercedes-Maybach S680 SUV does not arrive. It materializes. The street inhales. The air tightens. The crowd forgets how to speak. Even reflections hesitate, as if unsure whether they are allowed to move first. This is not an entrance. It is a disturbance in the natural order of things. Across a planet inhabited by more than 8 billion people, machines are born daily. Most are forgotten, yet perhaps only a handful in each decade. Change how power feels, not how it looks, not how it sounds, how it occupies space. This is one of those machines. Obsidian black as intent. The first sensation is not scale, it is absence. Absence of reflected light, absence of visual noise. Obsidian black paint, polished until it consumes illumination itself. The Maybach does not wear color. It absorbs the world. Buildings bend across its surface. Neon stretches unnaturally. Streetlights smear into liquid gold. Reality appears slightly distorted, as if the SUV carries its own gravitational pull. This is not surface treatment. It is philosophy, layer upon layer of intent, applied until nothing unnecessary remains. The body feels carved, not assembled, as if excess was removed, until authority was all that survived. The grille that does not ask. Then your eyes reach the front. The grille does not suggest presence. It declares inevitability. A towering chrome structure, standing like a cathedral door, forged from metal rather than stone. At its crown sit two symbols, the Maybach double M, the three-pointed star. They do not compete for attention. They coexist. Dominance and dignity pressed into a single face. There is no aggression here. Aggression seeks response. This face expects obedience. The audience you're not supposed to notice. This machine was not built only for royalty, not only for heads of state or ceremonial convoys. Beyond polished boardrooms and public power exists another audience, quiet billionaires who do not appear on lists, syndicate architects who do not attend summits, heirs who inherit networks instead of surnames. Global intelligence agencies estimate tens of thousands of organized groups operating across continents, roughly 20 million people, linked directly or indirectly to shadow economies. When the 2026 Maybach S680 SUV enters existence, it becomes aspirational to that unseen population. They do not see a luxury SUV. They see a throne on wheels, discretion, dominance, anonymity, all sealed inside a single silhouette of polished black silence. Why this shape means everything. Parked, it appears harmless, elegant, measured, almost ceremonial, but moving, it reveals its true purpose. Purposeful, unavoidable, in Sicily, in Moscow, in Dubai, in Hong Kong, wherever the night has patrons, this Maybach becomes currency. Not loud power, not reckless power, the quietest form of authority, the loudest unspoken message. Subtlety as a weapon. Approach closer. Now the details begin to speak. Chrome pinstripe glass, with 95% light exclusion. The outside world fades. Without effort, door handles emerge. With controlled resistance, weighted like trained attendants, responding to a nod rather than a command. The headlights project animated light signatures onto the pavement, not beams. Calligraphy, light carved delicately across asphalt, signaling precision rather than force. Even standing still, the S680 holds itself. In Roman stillness, half sculpture, half injunction, it does not ask for space. Space rearranges itself, crossing into silence. Open the door. Before your eyes adjust, your body notices something else. Air pressure shifts. Not dramatically, precisely. Your chest loosens. Your breathing slows. Inside, the outside world loses its authority. This is the moment where luxury stops being visual and becomes physical. Acoustical architecture. The cabin reveals itself, not as a design statement, but as an environment. Arctic white and obsidian anthracite Napa leather wrap every surface, every stitch mapped by laser, every seam aligned with intention. Panels are double insulated, not for comfort alone, but for silence. This is not interior design. This is acoustical architecture. Noise does not enter here. It is denied. Light that obeys mood. Beneath brushed chrome veins, a 64-color ambient spectrum breathes. Imperial gold, moon violet, rose champagne. Light responds instantly, shifting with mood rather than time. Here, illumination does not decorate. It regulates emotion. Seats that rewrite comfort. Then there are the seats. Calling them seats feels insufficient. They perform alchemy. 10 massage modules, 6 distinct programs, 16 directions of adjustment. Extend the footrest. Recline nearly flat. Your body stops negotiating with gravity. This is not travel. This is suspension from effort. Sound that occupies space. A crystal-framed control tablet rests inside the armrest. One touch awakens the Burmester 4D sound system. 36 speakers, distributed with mathematical cruelty. Even at quarter volume, sound becomes dimensional. Music does not play. It inhabits the cabin. The front sanctuary. Move forward, and the tone shifts again. Dual OLED displays dominate the dash. A 12.8-inch screen for infotainment. A 12.3-inch display for instrumentation. Both floating beneath curved crystal glass. Sharp yet restrained. The steering wheel blends. Two-tone leather and polished walnut. Every tactile surface calibrated. Like a Swiss chronometer. Resistance measured. Response deliberate. Nothing here is accidental. The engine beneath the silence. And beneath all of this calm, where silence alone would have been enough, lives something legendary. A 6-liter, twin-turbocharged V12. Hand-assembled. 621 horsepower. 900 Newton-meters of torque. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. But numbers fail to explain it. Because this SUV does not accelerate. Like a machine, it accelerates. Like a verdict. Power that waits instead of roaring. Here is the truth that separates this machine from everything else wearing luxury badges. The S680 is not obsessed with speed. It is obsessed with restraint. Beneath the layered silence, beneath the calm surfaces and deliberate motion, power waits, not impatient, not desperate to be noticed, disciplined. The 6-liter twin-turbocharged V12 rests like a sovereign presence. It does not beg to be unleashed, permits itself to be used. 621 horsepower, 900 Newton-meters of torque. But the moment the SUV begins to move, numbers lose relevance. Acceleration here is not violence. It is conclusion, motion without drama. Press the accelerator. There is no lurch, no sudden spike of chaos. Instead, the world begins to compress. Distance collapses. Time shortens. The S680 gathers momentum, as if reality itself is stepping backward. 0 to 60 arrives in silence. The sensation is not speed. It is authority unfolding. If this kind of engineering fascinates you, if machines that move with intention rather than noise are what you came for, this is the moment to subscribe. What follows goes even deeper. The road is already understood. Most vehicles react to roads. This one predicts them. An active body control. Scan the surface ahead. 500 times every second. Not after the fact. Before the fact. The suspension adjusts. Before a pothole announces itself. Torque distribution shifts. before a corner becomes a question. On cobblestone streets, the SUV glides as if wrapped in silk. On rain-slick highways, it remains perfectly composed. You do not feel bumps. You feel exemption. This is not driving comfort. It is exemption from friction. When the cathedral develops a pulse, switch driving modes. Something changes. Not visually, internally. Maybach dynamic awakens. The steering tightens. With surgical precision. Throttle response sharpens. Without becoming aggressive. The sleeping beast stretches. Not to intimidate, but to remind you it exists. Rear axle steering transforms scale. This 6,000-pound presence threads through narrow European streets, as if space itself steps aside. Bulk becomes suggestion. Mass becomes obedience. An ally for those who plan ahead. This SUV is not built for recklessness. It is built for people who plan exits. For individuals who understand that power without foresight is merely noise. From the outside, the S680 communicates elegance. From the inside, communicates control. It does not provoke attention. It absorbs it. It does not invite pursuit. It discourages it. For those who value outcomes over appearances, this becomes more than transportation. It becomes an ally. Technology that knows when to disappear. Between leather and steel, something else operates quietly. Computation. Artificial intelligence trained on terabytes of driving data. It learns without asking. Heart rate patterns, seat temperature preferences, lighting moods at different times of day, even music choices. As sunrise replaces night, navigation does not bark instructions. It whispers predictions. Holographic arrows appear on the windshield, floating naturally in your field of view. Turns unfold, like prophecies rather than commands. Technology reaches perfection. When it disappears, here it becomes invisible. The rear seat perspective. Sit in the rear seat. Look out through tinted glass. The world outside behaves differently. Pedestrians pause mid-step. Engines nearby idle lower. Conversations soften. This is not imagination. It is social gravity. Sociologists would call it status signaling. Psychologists would call it dominance projection, but neither fully explains it. The Maybach does not move through traffic. Traffic rearranges itself. Globally, there are more than 1.5 billion registered automobiles. Only a microscopic fraction ever achieves cultural permanence. This one is destined to expect appearances in music videos and cinema, closed-door negotiations, where words matter less than presence, presidential convoys, diplomatic arrivals, and yes, quiet appearances in nightscapes, where laws bend politely for money. This SUV does not choose sides. It occupies both ends of the power spectrum, the palace and the penthouse, the monarch and the mastermind. Nightfall belongs to it. As night deepens, the S680 transforms again. Obsidian paint reflects constellations. Like molten glass, chrome lines become streaks of comet light. Tail lamps glow constant crimson. Just punctuation. Parked, it looks predatory. Moving, it looks inevitable. This is not aggression. This is certainty. The exit that lingers. Step out. The door closes itself. Not abruptly, not theatrically, like stage curtains. After the final act, the silence it leaves behind is unmistakable. People do not rush to fill it. They respect it. You glance back once. Your reflection ripples across the black surface. And in that moment, something becomes clear. What Mercedes-Maybach actually built. This is not a vehicle. It is an instrument of order, equal parts sanctuary and statement. The 2026 Mercedes-Maybach S680 SUV, loved by monarchs at dawn, envied by boardrooms at noon, adored by underworld dynasties after midnight. In a world of billions, it belongs to the few who already possess everything. Everything except silence. Now they own that too. If the story stayed with you, if this machine felt less like transportation and more like destiny, subscribe, because machines like this are not released often, and when they are, they deserve to be understood. The final truth: when art and engineering reach this level of communion, luxury stops being a choice. It becomes fate. Real kings do not compete, and neither do their ghosts.